Hello again. My name is Mary Beth, and I am a librarian with Alamance County Public Libraries. This is part 2 of the series demonstrating how to use NoveList to find read-alike titles. The first video in this series shows you how to use NoveList within our catalog. Today we are going to go straight to NoveList Plus and use that tool to find some read-alikes. From our home page, you're going to click on Books and More, and then click on NoveList Plus. When you do this the first time, you're going to need to put in your library card number, so make sure you have access to that. And once you do, this is what you're going to see. This page has a lot of information on it. It has a lot of things to look at. So I am going to go over each section briefly and then highlight some things that I think are really fun and really cool. At the top, you can browse by genre, appeal, themes, award winners, and audiobooks. You can use the quick links to find author read-alikes, to find grab-and-go book lists, genre outlines, a list of books that were turned into movies, and then under How Do I, you're going to find some NoveList frequently asked questions, and they certainly can help you as you're trying to navigate and use this tool. Under that, you have a typical search bar. You can search by the title or the author of a book, but you can also search by a description. So Japan 1930 women is their example for that. And so it is certainly a good way to find some books that might interest you. On the left, we have our recommended reads list, which are lists curated and created by the NoveList staff. In this section right here on the right, we have their book appeals area. And so I am in the mood for books that are leisurely paced and haunting, and they have 3 others, and they change these periodically. And this is always an interesting way to find out some information about books you may not have heard of. Whenever you are interested in a book in NoveList, if you put your mouse on there, you're going to get a description of the book. And that is a good way to quickly look and see if this is a book that you might be interested in reading. There is a way to make your own combo, so your own choice of book appeal terms. And so we're going to do that in just a few minutes. You can again browse by genre and by age group. You can find out information about genres, and you can see some featured books and audiobooks. So the first thing I'm going to show you is over in the recommended reads area. Let's say you, like me, are a mystery reader and you really like the culinary mysteries. NoveList has a list called Cooking Up Crime, which will load in just a minute. There it goes. And it is a list of recommended reads. All of these are the first in the series, so they're going to give you a selection of books that you may or may not have heard of. If if you're a fan, I'm a fan of Laura Child's books, so maybe I decide that I want to try something different, and maybe these Death by Cherry chocolate or chocolate cherry cheesecake catches my interest. So if I click on that book, it is going to pull up a page about the book, and there's just a lot of good information on here as well. You've got your read-alikes here on the right. You've got a description of the book, whether it is if it is part of a list or in an article, you're going to have something here. You have a search area at the bottom where you can choose a subject of bakeries or bakers, and all of the different book appeal terms that we're going to talk about in just a minute are down here. But what I want to show you with this is that if you are interested in getting this book, you can click on Check the Library Catalog, And there it is. You can put it on hold and we will call you when it gets to your library. That makes life really easy. You don't have to write anything down. You don't have to look for anything. It is already put on hold for you from using NoveList. The other one I want to show you just because I think it's interesting is for fans of, and you'll see this is a list of TV shows and movies and books, and if you're interested in watching Gilmore Girls, there's a list of books for you. If you like Game of Thrones, there's a list of books for you. Sometimes that's a great thing if you have someone who's not a huge reader, but they really love a show like Game of Thrones or Stranger Things, and you want to broaden their minds and give them some book recommendations. All right, so let's think about these book appeal terms. So we talked about the leisurely and paced and haunting and strong sense of place and dialect fills. Let's make our own. So we're going to click on Try Our Appeal Mixer. And we're going to select some book appeals. So character is one category, and you have a lot of different options. Large cast of characters, complex, quirky, strong female, sympathetic. So all of these give you an idea of what you like about a book. And so I like a book that has a strong female. I like a book that is intricately plotted. And I could stop there and hit find titles, but I'm going to do one more just to show you kind of what kinds of things you can choose. And I like books that are funny. Let me go back up here to do funny. Funny. All right, so we have a strong female that is intricately plotted and that's funny. This could be interesting. Let's see what we get. All right, so we have 5 books, and all of them are by Jasper Fforde, which is really funny. I really do like Jasper Fforde. But let's see. Let me change funny to darkly humorous, and let's see what we get for that. All right, now we have 19. So we have some what looks like maybe horror books here, and it's a serious book by Jonathan Franzen. What I like about this is that depending on what terms you pick, you're going to get books in different genres, and a lot of times we get stuck reading one kind of book and we need to branch out, and using these book appeal terms allows you to branch out while still picking something that you are going to enjoy reading. Alrighty, now let's look at genres really quick, just to show you what that looks like. We have again a curated list of from all the different genres. If you want to explore further, you can click on, let me go to romance, explore romance, and this is going to break that up into some of the subgenres. So we have contemporary, historical, romantic suspense, Christian romance, and romantic suspense. So you can get very specific, and this of course also does show you some of the lists that they have created and just some information that can help you find books that you're interested in reading. And finally, we're going to use this search bar just kind of for fun. And what I was thinking about was that as we've all been kind of consumed with the pandemic, that if we search for Spanish flu, we might find some interesting books. And so this search bar is going to search all the books. So we have nonfiction, several nonfictions, but we also have Daisy and the Deadly Flu, which is a kid's book. We have a popular fiction book by Susan Meissner, As Bright as Heaven. We have what looks like is a murder mystery called King Zeno. We have a religious fiction book by Davis Bunn, The Fragment. So you can find all kinds of interesting things by searching for different topics using the keywords. All right, so that is my very, very quick overview of NoveList Plus. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, please call us, ask us any questions, come by, and we'll be happy to help you. Have a good day.